You're welcome to my channel, Mindset Academy, where we want to solve the problem that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen. And the question goes like this. It says, views are given of a small cast iron bracket. Draw the given elevation and plan and project a first auxiliary plan on x1, y1 and a first auxiliary elevation on x2, y2. Now, before we do anything, we need to reproduce the figure first, right? So let's start reproducing the figure first of all. I'm starting with the front elevation, which is where my arrow is pointing. I'll just draw an horizontal line this way, right? And at any given point, close to towards the end here, I will draw a vertical line. You can see that. Now, the height here of this figure is giving us 76, as you can see from the diagram. So from here to here is giving us from here to here, which is 76. So I'm going to measure 76 from this point here. So from 0, right, to 76, which is here. This is the 76 here. Can you see that? Now, after doing that, the length is giving us from here to here, which is 100. So I'm going to measure the 100 from 0 to 100. That's to 10. Right, I can easily thicken it out if I want to in this manner, just to save our time. You can see that. I can also thicken here also to save our time from here to here. Now I'm going to project this end up here. 100 I measured, I'll project it up. You can see that. So where the end, where this meets this all together, where the end meet the end here, I'm going to measure what? 100. I can simply just do it this way, right? And just from here, take my compass from this point to this point. It's going to be 100. Then from here also, 76 here to 76, right? So from here to here 76. From here to here is also what? 76. Are we together? So I'm going to measure that 76 as shown in the diagram there. So you connect your meter rule. Remember I said 76. So measure from 0 here, right, is 76. So I'll just join it together and I'll thicken it. You can see that. Now the next thing I am going to do here is this. Now the next thing is, if you look at the thickness from here to here is given to be 12. So I'm going to measure 12 from this point here, right? I'll measure 12 from here. So you measure the 12 from 0 here, right? Is 10, 11, 12 here. You can see that. And I'll take my set square, my t square. Instead of measuring from here to here 12 again, I'll just transfer the point. I'll thicken it as shown in diagram this way. So that is 12. Now the next thing is, from here to here is also 12. That means from here to somewhere around here is 12, and also from here to somewhere around here is 12. So I'll just measure the 12 on both sides. 0 to 12, 0 to 12, and I'll take it up. Then here too, I'll take it up. You can see I have successfully produced the elevation. Now the remaining one is what? The plan. So the plan is just the one under. So what I'll just simply do here is to transform this, extend this line downward, and also this line downward, faint line, and also this line downward, and also this line downward. You can see that. So what I'll do is I need to split both of them away from each other if I want to. So I'll just take my meter rule and measure 10, right? So that distance of 10 will be where the other one will start from. So I'll just take it from this point straight down to this point. Can you see that? And the height here is also given to me 76, as you can see. So I'll measure 76. We know that from here to here is 76, right? From this point to this point here is 76. I'll just come here and I'll mark 76 here. Then I'll close it up. I'll also close here up too. I'll also close it up too. You can see that. Then also the thickness from here to here, which is from here to here, is 12. So I'm going to measure 12 also from 0. This is 12 here. Then instead of doing that with the help of my T-square, I will just connect this to this. Alright, I'm going to connect it to it all through from here to here. You can see that. Then I'll just bring this down from here, then from here. Hope you can see that. So this is the plan. Now the next thing we have to do is to draw the end view all together. So what I'll simply do here is to bring out the end view. And I can just get the center of 10 here, which is 5. Is that again? Or better still, take my 45 degrees set square, place it this way, and take it to this point. And you draw your line this way. See what I'm doing? So once you've done that, now project this point. This to touch this. Alright? And you take it up. Faint line. So once you've done that, you go to the highest point here and you draw your horizontal line this way. Alright? So what it means is the thickness, as you can see in the diagram, the thickness of from here to here is basically depending on here to here. So what will I do? I'll just project this end here to this point. Can you see that? Faint line. And I'll take this up. Faint line too. But when it gets here, so this is what I'm doing here. Then if I do, the next thing is project this end too to this point, faint line too, to end here. Alright? And also this end too, I'll project it to touch here too. When it touches here, I'll take it up. So from here, I will taking it up to this stage here. Wow, no, that will be an hidden line, right? That will be a hidden line here, right? Short, 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 just like that. I'll stop here. Also here too, I'll do the same thing, hidden line too. Short, 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 just like you can see from the diagram. And I will close it up, taking it from this point. Watch closely to this point here. And I'll also take this and close it up from here to this point here. and I'll also close here up to, right? I'll also close here up to. You can see that? And I'll bring this from this base here to touch here. You can see that? So I have successfully reproduced the given figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen all together. Now to help you, to assist you, we're told to draw the auxiliary what? Auxiliary elevation, right? We're told to draw the first auxiliary plan, x1, y1, as you can see. So since this is the elevation, because anytime you see end view close to an elevation this way is in first angle projection and it's on top here. Anytime you see this is the front elevation, this is the plan. The plan is always isolated, right? So the elevation is always in the middle. So whenever I see a figure and is in the middle of any other figure like this is the center here, that is the elevation. So this is the elevation here, and we're told to draw the first auxiliary what? Auxiliary plan. So when I say auxiliary plan means you are going to project the elevation. When I say auxiliary elevation means you're going to project auxiliary plan, project the plan, right? So you're focusing on just these two diagrams. So look at the angle there. The angle given there is given to be 30 degrees altogether. So what I will simply do here is I'll do my 30-degree at this junction here. Just not really touching the diagram, just draw this. You can see that. So that will be when your set squares in this form. How good? That is telling us this is 30 degree here. What does it mean? That means to the horizontal here, the angle is what? 30 degree. Right? So this is my x1 and y1 plane. So we proceed. Now after we've done that, the next important thing we're going to do is to start projecting each of all these points in this direction. So let's start. I want to do them one after the other to make you understand what I'm about to do here. Now, since I projected with 30 degree, I draw my inclined line at 30 degree. I'm going to project this point at what? 60 degrees, so that the summation of both of them will give us 90. So we say this is when it's like this is 30, but when it is like this is what? 60. So I will start doing my 60 from every point here. From this every point here, this is my 60. See that is now forming 90 degree with this. I'll come here also to the next point here. Right? Another one again. All together. Ensure you're making use of your t-square the way I'm using my t-square. Or you just ensure that the line are parallel to each other. So I'll come to the next point here, which is this. Get this. Right? Now the next one is this. All those points where they meet, all these points you're going to project them. Here's also a point too. I'll have this. You can see that. To the next one, what is this? Let me come here. The next one, which is this. To the next one, which is this. To the next one, which is this. To the next one, which is this. And to the next one, which is this. Hope you can see that. You're focusing on this edge. I'm not using this is not an edge, right? Or this sticking point here on this edge. Now after you've done that, the next thing you do is for me to draw this figure, right? We should assemble them together. So let me just quickly draw it in isometric so you see what I'm trying to talk about. You don't have to draw it, but just see what I want to do. I'm going to fast forward it, right? Now this is what we have here. You can see that I have reproduced this figure you see here in isometric, and the hidden line you're seeing are the lines behind the one you cannot see, that is behind the figure, right? So what I want to do is I want to name the figure. And look at how I am going to name it. I can say here to be 1, here will be what, 2, here will be 3, here will be 4, here will be 5, here will be 6, here will be 7, here we have 8, we have 9, then we have 10 also. So let me use here to be my 10, right? And let me use here to be my 15 or 11, right? Remember, I have 2 points here. We have this point here, 11, and we have the other point. Let me just bring it out. This hidden line here. So we have 11 here, right? Then what else again? Let's say we have 12 here. We have 13 here. We have 14 here, right? All those edges. Then where this one, right? Where this one means that is 14. Then this other part here, let's call it, let me bring it out like this, 15. This point here. Then we have where this 10 and this 8 meet, that will be what, 16 altogether. So I believe that is all we have there, 16 different points. That's what I've done here. So in doing that, we'll transfer this point here. Why I'm doing this is not really necessary, but to enhance your understanding. So if you look at now, this is the front elevation, looking at it from this side here, right? And looking at it from here is what? Is the plan. So looking at it from front elevation, let's number the front elevation. So you look closely. This point you see here is this end point here, which is 1. So I'll put my 1 here. The other point on top of 1 here, which is what, 2. Then the next point to be seen again is what, 3. Right? Now 3 and 4 are on the same line, so I'm going to put 3, 4. Hope you can see that. Let me bring it down so you can actually have a glimpse of what I'm talking about. 3, 4. Now the next point, which is this, which is 9. The next point we have down after 9 is here. If you're looking at it from here, is 10. But 10, looking at it from this point here, 10 and 11 are on the same point. 10, 11. Now we'll move forward to this other end here is 14. So 14 and 10 and 6 on the same line. 14, 6 is on the same line. You can see that we're looking at it from here. Then the next one is what, 13 here. But this point here is this point here, 13, followed by 12, followed by 12. But 12 and 16 are on the same line here. Hope you can see that 12 and 16 are on the same line. So 12, 16. Then on top of it, after 16 goes up, we have 8. So this point here will be what, 8. Right? After 13, right, we have what, 7. So we have 7 here. Are we together? So I'll just put it 7, because 7 and 5 on the same point there. 7, 5. Are we together? 7, 5. Meaning that one is 7, 5. If you're looking at it from this side, we're seeing 7 and 5 on the same line. Then what is have I not done here? So that is all what we have there when you look it from this side. Now if you're looking at it from the plan, what will you see? This is the plan here. Now this end here is this end here. This end here is this end here. So looking at it from the top, you see 5, 6. 5 and 6 on the same line. You're looking at it going downward now. So I have 5 at this point, 6. That's at this point, right? Then this other point here, we have just only 7 standing. So I'll just put 7 there. Then the next one is this end here is this end here. We have 13 and 14. So we have 13, 14. Right? While the other, I will just have only 12 here. We have only 12 here. Hope you can see that. Then the next one here, looking from the top, we have, what is this? This is 11 at this point here. Right? So I'm having my 11 here. Then the next one here is 2 and 1. Looking from the top, 2 comma 1 is on the same point. 2 comma 1. All together, let me just write it here. We have 2 comma 1, no problem. 2 comma 1. Out there, 2 comma 1, then we have 11. We've done that. The next thing is 3. 3 is just staying alone. This point here is 3. I'll write the 3 here. Then the next one is 4. 4, if you look at it closely, 4 is coming down this way, right? And is meeting point 15. So 4 and 15 on the same point, right? The back 4 and 15 on the same point. Where here you have 4, comma 15. Now the next one is, which have I not done? Is in here. That will be 9 and 10. So we have 9, comma 10. Then 8 and 16. We have 8, comma 16. So this is all what we have here. And you see how we're going to use it effectively and get what we want. So let's start our auxiliary plan, right? First auxiliary plan. Now you take, I'll be working with this with you and you'll be seeing what I'm trying to explain to you. Now, you'll be taking your measurement. If you project, the place you project, you take your measurement from where you did not project. So if I project the elevation, my measurement will be taken from where? The plan, right? So look at what I want to do now. This is my XY plane, right? So I'll be taking this line here as my XY plane, or let me just give you an extra XY plane to avoid confusion. Altogether, to avoid what? Confusion, I'll give you another XY plane. So let me just from here draw a line in between, just a line in between to avoid confusion. So whatever measurement I'm taking, I'll take it from that line. This is also my XY plane. So this plane here is the same plane here, right? So let's move forward and see what will happen. Now see this. If I measure from the plane here, my reference point, and I take it to point 4,5. Can you see that? I'll go, this is 4,5. I'll go to where 4 is. We have 4 here, right? I'll go to the line of where 4 is. I'll place it at that point and I'll mark. This point here is my 4. Can you see that? That point there is what? My 4. I'll come again. You remember that we still have 2 points here. We have 4,5 and we have what? 4,15. We have 15 here also. So you can see that. That's 4, what? 4,15. Is that okay now? So I've gone to where 4 is. That's one of my points. So on this point here, there is no 15. So if I look for 15 round, where will I get my 15 from? I have 4,15. Then we have which one again? This is 15, right? So I'm coming. So the point 15 is there. You see this 1 is meeting at this point here, point 15. So also 1,15 here. 1,15. Are we good? So let's move forward. So if I measure from here to here, I got 4, I'll go to point 4 where 4 is. I mark, I get my point 4. Similarly, on the point of 15 too, 15 is on this line. They are bearing the same distance, right? From here to here, 1 and 15 are having the same distance. So I will trace 15 too. This is the line of 15 here, right? And I'll place it on that point of 15. I'm going to mark. So that point you see is 15. Right? Now what do you notice? We realize that from here, 4 and 15 are meeting each other. Altogether, 4 and 15 are meeting each other. So I can just join 4 and 15. I'm taking it and join 4 and 15 this way. can see that. Now the next one is, I'll come again, I'll take my compass, right? I'll measure from this reference point again. From here, I'll go to 3. This is 3 here. And I'll go to where the point of 3 is. Here, I'll trace it to where 3 is. I'll mark here. This is my point 3, right? I have 3 here. And if you look at here, 4 is joining 3. So I'll just join my 4 and 3 together this way. You can see that. Now the next thing is, after I've done my 3 here, so the next thing is I'll come again from this point, the reference point XY, I'll go to where 2 is. So I'll trace where 2 is. 2 is here. I'll trace it down and I'll mark. From this point, I'll mark to get my point 2. Then what do you notice from our diagram? 2 is connecting to 3, right? So I'll connect 2 and 3 this way. Can you see that? Similarly, with that same measurement, remember, measurement from XY plane here to 2, then we also have 1, because 2, 1. So I'll trace 1 from here. This is where point 1 is, and I'll trace it from this point. I'm going to mark on 1. So this is where my point 1 is. Can you see that? I trace point 1 to that point, and I have my point 1. Now, if you look at this, 2 and 1 is connected. So I am going to connect point 2 and 1 this way. Can you see that? Then if you look at this, point 1 is connected to 2 and connected to what? 10. But we don't have that here, so proceed. So I'm done with 2 and 1. I will now go to the next point, right? Which is from here. I'll go to 9, 10. So I'll look for where, let me start with 9, where 9 is. I'll place it here. I'll mark point 9. So this point here is my 9. Now what do you notice from here? 9 and 3 is connected. So I'm going to connect 9 and 3. And also 9 and what? 3 is connected, right? So we'll move forward. The next thing again is we have point 9. 9 and 3 is connected. Then we'll move forward to the next one here. The same measurement, we will now go to 10. This is 10 here. I'll place it here and I'll mark 10. Remember, we're using our reference point here. So I'll go to 10. I've gone to 9 already. I'll go to 10 and I'll mark. So you can realize this is point 10. And if you look at this, 9 and 10 is connected. So I'm going to connect 9 and 10. So 9 and 10. I'm only doing them one after the other so it will not look cumbersome in your eyes. Now if you look at 9 and 10, we'll move forward. Now after the 9, you see that 9 is connected to 3, connected to 10, right? That what we have, but here we have 9 connected to 3, connected to 10, but not connected to 1. You get logic? So we move forward. So the next one here we have is I'll take my compass also. I've done for 2, I've done for 1, right? I did for 1 here. This is the line of 1. So the next one is from the same point, I'll go to where 11 is. Can you see that? Then I'll trace it to where this is the line of 11. I'll put it on that XY plane and I'll mark. So this point here you see is my point 11. And what do you notice? 9 is connected to 11 and also 11 connected to 10. So 9 is connected to 11. So I'll take my meter rule. I'm going to connect to 9. 9 is connected to 11. Right? And also 11 is connected to what? To 10. You can see that. So we'll move forward. So we have done for 9 and 11 here. 11 is the only point that is there. So we'll go again to the next one from the reference plane. From here to 8. Can you see that? So we'll go for the line of 8. We have 8, 16. So I'll go to point 8 and 16. So let me go to 8 first. Trace 8. Where 8, where they meet this line, I'll mark. So I'm getting point 8. And what do you notice from here? 8 is connected to 9, connected to 3, right? So 8 is connected to 9 and connected to 3. Also, 8 is connected to 9, right? So I'll connect 8 to 9. I'm connected to 3. So it will be a straight line. This way. Then aside that, we move forward. We've done for 8. Remember, they have the same measurement. From here, I got 8. I went to the point of 8. I draw. I'll also go to the point of 16. The point of 16, which is here. I'll take this point. I'm going to mark 2. So this is what we have. 16. And also, what do you notice? 16 is connected to 10. 16 is connected to what? 8. You can see point 16 here. So let's see. 16 is connected to 10 and 8. I will extend this more to this point. You can see that. Now, move forward. I've done for that. So from the same reference point again, I'll come to point 12. This is 12 here, right? I'll place it. I'll trace point 12 here. This is the line of 12. I move from here to 12. So I'll come to where 12 is here, and I'll mark. So this is my point 12. So what do you notice from here? 12 is connected to 16. 12 is connected to what? 11. So 12 is connected to 11. This is 11 here. And also 12 is connected to what? To 16. You can see that. And 12 also is only 11 and what? 16. So move forward. I'm done with 12. I will now come to the next point again. From this reference point, I'll go to 5 and 6. 5, 6. You can see that. So I'm going to come to where 5 is. This is where 5 is. I'll trace it. Put it on the reference line here. And I'm going to mark. That is for 5. Right? And what do you notice? The diagram here. 5.5 is connected to what? To 6. Connected to 4. Connected to 7. So if you look at this, 5 is connected to 4 also. So I'll just trace it here. From 4 to 5. So straight line. You can see that. Now I'll come again with the same measurement. Remember that 5.6. So I'll go to the line of 6 now. I measure from here. 5.6. I've gone to 5. Then the next one will go to 6. This is the point of 6. And I'll trace it down to where this point is. And I'm going to mark 6. And remember, this is my point 6. 5 is connected to 6. Also 5 connected to 4. So 5 connected to 6 and 4. So this is just a straight line. So I'll take my line also. I will extend it. 5 and 6 this way. All together. Now the next thing is I'm done with 5.6. I will now move to from this x plane here to 7, right? And I'll trace point 7. This is where 7.5 lies. I'll come here and I'll place it here. I'm going to mark. So this is where 7 is at this point. And towards 7 all together. And what do you notice? From the diagram, 7 connected to 8 and 7 is connected to what? 13. So we have 7 connected to 8. It's already there already. Can you see that? And 13, we've not gotten the point of 13 yet. So we'll go to the next one from here. Right? I've gone for 7. Then from this point, the reference XY plane again, I'll go to where 13 is. 13, 7, 14. So this is where 13 is. I'll trace it, place it on 13. I'll mark, cut my line. So this is my point 13. Point 13. Right, let me take it up a little bit. So that's point 13 here. Right, so if you look at our diagram, 13 is connected to 12, 13 is connected to 14. Right, so 13 is connected to 12. So this is it. I'll just take my rule and draw it this way. Is that again? And the next one, I've gone for 13 from here to 13. Then the next one is what? Is 14. This is the line of 14 here. So I'll come to the line of 14, place it at that reference plane, and I'm going to mark line of 14. Then take it up again, so you see what I'm talking about. So what do you notice from here? 14 is connected to 6. You can see that? So this is point 14 here, and it is connected to what? To 6. Then 13 is connected to 14 also. You can see that. Now we're not done. The next thing is, look at the logic here again. 7 is connected to 13. 7 is connected to what? 13. Right? So I'll bring 7 to connect to 13. Right? And also 8 is connected to what? To 12. So I'll bring my 8 to connect to 12. You can see that? So it's making us understand something, that this here will be hidden. I'm going to make here hidden altogether. Then what else again are we doing here? And we move forward. If you look at point 16 here, is hidden. So 16 and 8 will be hidden. 16 to 8 will be what? Hidden altogether. So from here to here will be hidden. I'll make here to be hidden. And also 16 to 10 will also be hidden. So but the other line will cover it up. Then what else again? 12 and 16. 12 and 16 will be hidden. So this is what I'm going to do here. So this is what I'm trying to explain to you. It's hidden. And if you look here also, 1 to 15 is also what? Hidden. So this is 1 and this 15. So I'll draw a straight line, hidden line here. Right. This is the first auxiliary plan. So the next thing will now be the second auxiliary elevation. So let's move forward. So this is what we have here, right? Remember 7 and 5 is also connected. That again, and if you look at it, 7 and 5 is connected. So you can actually name it anyhow you want to name it. Number it, right? Just follow the way I just did to you, make it more easier. So if you are finding this video helpful, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also ask any question. If you feel like you have a question to ask, you can ask in the comment section. Now I have cleaned up this, right? So that I'll be able to project my first auxiliary elevation. So when I say first auxiliary elevation, means you project what? The plan. So, and the plan is being projected. Look at the angle what? 45 degree. So I will just use 45 degree to project in this manner at each point. So at point 2, I'll project, right? I'll project. At point 11, I'll project. At point 3, let me come here also. Point 12, project all those points, you project them all together. All those points, you project them. Then we go to the next one here. We take it up. We project. We come here too. the project. Then here also the project. Right. Then 3 here, the project. 9 here, the project. And this is what we have here. Now, since you projected with 45 degree, you close it up with 45 degrees so that to form 90 degrees. Let me just do it from here. So this is my x2, y2 here. So here is my y2, x2 all together. So let's see what is going to happen here. Like I always tell you, when you project the elevation, you're going to take a measurement. When you project the plan, you take a measurement from what the elevation. So let's see that that goes. So if I take my measurement from the x plane from here to 1,5, right? I will trace to where 5 is here. 1,15, I'll choose where 15 is, this 15.15 here, right? And I'll trace it to this point, and I'm going to mark this point. This is my point 15. Can you see that? Since the same thing we have point 1, 2, I'll go to where 1 is. This is where 1 is. I'll trace it to this point. I'm going to mark here. This will be point 1. So if you look at our diagram here, 15, look at our diagram here, 1 and 15, 1 and 15 are connected. From here and 15 here are connected. I'm going to join 1 and 15 this way. You can see that. I'll come again from x to 2. I'll go to where 2 is, this line 2. Same thing as line 1. I'll place it here, I'll mark. Right? This point here is 2. Right? And if you look at our diagram, is 1 connected to 2? Yes, 1 is connected to 2. So I'm going to connect 1 to 2 at this point here. 1 to 2 at this point. Now the next one is, I'll come again from this x plane here, come to 3. I'll come to where 3 is, this is where 3 is, I'll trace it to this x plane and I'm going to mark on 3. So this is point 3. Right? Now the question is 3 connected to, let's see where 3 is connected to. 3 is connected to 2, right? 3 connected to 2. So I'm going to connect 3 to 2 in this fashion. Right? Now I'll come again, the same measurement from here to here. There's point 4. I'll go to where 4 is. 4 is at this point here. I'll trace it. This is where 4 is. Point 4. And 3 is connected to 4 too. This is point 4. Then 3 is connected to what? To 4. Altogether, question is 4 is connected to let's see, 4 is connected to 3 and 4 is connected to 15 also. So I'm this 15 here, so I'm going to bring 4 down from here to make 15. You can see that. Now we'll continue moving. We're done with all this. We'll come here also from this point to 10. I'll come to where 10 is. This 10 is. I'll trace it at this point. This line here. If you can see that. Here will be my 10. Right? And 10 is connected to, let's see where 10 is connected to. 10 is connected to 9 and also connected to what? 11 with 16. If 10 is connected to 9, connected to 11, and there's none of 9 here, so continue. So the same measurement from here to 10 is this, right? So we've done for 9, right? We came to where 9 is, we projected. For 10, we projected. Now go to where 11 is now. This is where 11 is. I'll come to where 11 is. I'll place it here and I'll mark. So this point here, this point 11. Now, is 10 connected to 11? Let's see. 10 is connected to 11, 10 is connected to 9 and 16, right? So I'll just bring my 10 connected to 11. But funny enough, it will be a hidden line. So I won't stress myself. I'll just draw faint line first. Right? Then is 11 connected to 2? Yes. 11 is also connected to what? To 2. So I'll just use my faint line. It's supposed to be hidden line, but let's just proceed. 11 is connected to what? To 2. Right? So proceed. Now I'm done with 10 and 11. From here also, I will now go to 9. So come to where 9 is. 9 is here. I will trace it to this plane, and I'm going to mark here. So 9 is at the same point as 4. So I'll just put my 9 here. 9, 4,9 here. And 9 is connected to, let's see, 9 is connected to 10. Alright? And 9 is connected to 3 also. 9 is connected to 10. 9 is connected to 8. We've not gotten that of 8 yet. So we proceed to the next category. So we come on this plane also, we take measurement from here to 12. Can you see that? And I'll come to where 12 is. This is where 12 is. I'll trace it on this plane. I'm going to mark on that plane to get my point 12. So the question is, where is 12 connected to? 12 is connected to, this is 12 here. 12 is connected to 11, 12 is connected to 8, and 12 is connected to 16. So let's see, 12 is connected to 11, 8, and 16. So there's none here. So proceed, right? And 12 is also connected to 13. So there's none, so proceed. So after the 12 here, on that point of 12, there's also 16. So I'll go to where 16 is. Where 16 is 16 and 8. So I'll come here. I'm going to mark 16. So this point is what? 16. And 12 is connected to 16. You can look at it closely. 12 is connected to 16, but it's hidden line. So let us proceed. I use faint line to join it together. 12 is connected to 16. Right? And also that 12 connected to 16, yes. Just 16 here, from here to here. So we'll move forward. Now the next thing here is we've done 12 and 16. Then the next one will be we've done that of 8. No, so we come to 8. From here to 8. So I'll come to where 8 is. 8 is still on this point. So I'll trace it on the same point as 16. And I'm going to mark. So this point here is my point 8. Now if you look at the diagram closely, 8 is connected to 9, 8 is connected to 12, right? So my 8 is connected to 9 here, so I'll take my 9 to where 8 is, this line here, on a straight line, right? And 8 is connected to what? To 12. Look at it. 8 is connected to 12. So I'll bring 8. I'll use my faint line first of all. Let's just do that first. Faint line. I'll show you what I'm doing. Faint line. Now that is it. And 8 connected to what? To 3. Yes, we've done it. To 3 also. 8 connected to 9. And so on and so forth. 8 is also connected to 7. So we've not done that of 7. So we'll proceed. So if I come here also, take my measurement from here. Let me start at 14 and 16. This is 14 and 16. I'll go to where 14 is. This point of 14. I'll trace it. Is at this point 14. So this is my 14, right? So 14 is 14 connected to, let's see, 14 connected to 6 and 14 is connected to 1. So 14 is connected to 6 and connected to 1. This is point 1 here to 14. So I'll just draw a straight line this way. Can you see that? And this will connect to 6, so we'll move on that of 6. So proceed. Then the same point, we have 16 there. We have 6 at the same point here. Can you see from here? After 14, we have 6. So I'll go to where 6 is. This is where 6 is. I'll trace it to this point here. I'll mark. So we have point 6 also. Where is point 6? Now the question is 6 is connected to where? This is 6 is connected to 14. 6 is connected to what? 5. This is connected to 10. So 6 is connected to 14, right? And 6 is connected to what? To 5. And 6 is connected to what? To 10. So this is 6 is connected to 10 here, right? Let's make line first. 6 is connected to what? To 5. I'm not another 5. This is 6 here. 6 is connected to 10. Let's perform that. 6 is connected to 15. You can see that, the one down here. 6 is connected to 15, the one down here, right? And let me connect 6 to 15. This is it here. And 6 is connected to, let's see, and 6 is connected to 5. 6 is connected to 15. And 6 is connected to what? 14. 5, 15, 14. So 6 is connected to 14, 5, 15, and so on. This is what we have here. Now we'll move forward. We're done with 5 and 6, right? So we're done with 16 and 6, 14 and 6, right? So we'll go to the next one from here to 13. Now look for where 13 is. This is where 13 is. I'll trace the line. 13 is meeting here, and I'm going to mark. So this is where 13 is here, right? So 13 is connected to where? 13 is connected to 7, 12, and 8. So 13 is connected to 7, 12, and what? And 7, 12, and 14. So 13 is connected to 14. Where is it? We have 13 connected to 14, right? So I'll join 14 here. 13 and 14 together. That should be front line. So we'll move forward. So 13 also connected to 7. I've not gotten that of 7. 13 connected to 12. Right? Yes, 12. 13 connected to 12. So which front line first? So let's proceed. We're done with 13. We'll move to from here to 7. So this is the line of point 7. Trace it to this point. We have the map point 7. This is the true point of 7 here. True point of 8. So 7 is connected to 8, 9, and 3. When you see that, you can actually confirm that. So come to from here to 7. You trace 7, and you place it here, and you get point 7. Do the same thing for 8, 2. This is from here to 8. You come to the line of 8. You trace it, and you're going to mark, you get 8. So they're all connected, right? Now, if you look at it closely, 7, 8 from here, 7, 8, 9, 3. 7, 8, 9, 3, right? Then what is again? 7 connected to 13 and 12. So 7 is connected to 13. So that means from here, this 13. I'll draw this. Then 8 is connected to what? To 12. Look at it. 8 is connected to what? To 12. I'll come from here. I'll join it together. You can see that. Now the next one is, I know 4 now is connected to 11. Let's see. Now look at 9 is connected to what? 11. So from here, I'll draw my point 11 to 9. You can see that. Then the last, which one is remaining? It's 5, right? So if I measure from here to 5, I'll come on the line of 5, which is this. I'll place it here. I'll mark 5. So 5 is also connected to 7. 5 is connected to 7. If you check the diagram closely, look at it. Let me show you. 5 is connected to 7, and also 5 connected to what? 6. And this is point 6 here. So I'll just join this way. Altogether, that is point 6. All good. So what else again? This is what we have. Then 7 to 16. It is 8 to 16, right? So this 8 here is going to be hidden line. So if you look at 8 to 16 here, if you look at 8 to 16, this hidden line. So you cannot see that part. So here will be what? Hidden. So let's put that together. You can see that 16 to 13 is also hidden line. 16 to 12 is hidden line too, and 16 to 12 is hidden line. 16 to 12 is hidden. So here is hidden. Right? So I can easily tick in it. All these are all ticking from 12, 13, 12, 10, 11, and 2. Let's see. 13, 12. This 13, 12, 11, and 2 are all connected. Right? So I will just come here and do the needful. Draw my straight line from here. Touch all of them. You can see that? So this is what we have here. Then 11 and 10 too. So this is what we have here. We have drawn it out, right? We'll use this first auxiliary elevation. This is it here. The first auxiliary plan. This is it here, right? And this is what we have. So if you follow the way I've shown you, to make it more easier for you in order to get the correct figure. Is that okay now? So if you have found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.